Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deandra Devon if you are new here, and if you are not new here, then welcome back to the clique. So first of all, I just want to say thank you for all of the love that I got on my most recent video about natural hair being childish. I've gotten so many comments and they've been very thought-provoking, and I'm just so happy that you guys were able to get something out of that video. But today's video is an update about my counseling journey, and I am so happy to say that I am done with school, y'all. Like, completely done. I finished my internship on March 27th, and so now I'm officially a graduate of Grand Canyon University. And so I'm gonna be going to the actual graduation. I've never been to the Grand Canyon, so I'm really excited to just go and make a little vacation out of it while also participating in the commencement. So now that I've finished the school parts, now I have to actually apply for my ALC license, which basically means that I will be an associate counselor and I will still have a supervisor that has to supervise me for 3,000 hours before I can get my independent license, or the LPC. So I'm kind of like in a limbo phase right now because I started to fill out the paperwork for the ALC license, but they require that you already have your supervisor, and also they want you to put on there like where you are planning on working and how you plan on getting these 3,000 hours, which is a little difficult when you don't have the job yet. But the jobs want you to have your ALC before they'll hire you. So it's like, what are we supposed to do here? So that's why I'm kind of like in this weird in-between phase. And I've just been applying to jobs, and I'm hoping that I will be able to get a job and then let them know my situation and say, you know, I'm working on getting my ALC. But in order for me to fill out the application, I need you guys to sign right here. So that's what we're working on next. We're gonna figure out who my supervisor is gonna be and whether or not my supervisor will be an outside supervisor or whether I'm going to have a supervisor through my job. I'm not exactly sure which way I wanna go yet. It's kind of just gonna depend, I think, on how the job thing goes. And actually, I signed up for a workshop that is specifically for people that are just now graduating or getting ready to graduate, and it kind of helps walk us through the ALC application process, and they're going to kind of walk us through getting a job and what to expect at different types of counseling jobs, because obviously there's options. You can work at an agency, you can work within a group, you can work private practice by yourself. There's a lot of different ways that you can use your ALC license. And so I signed up for the workshop because I just kind of want a little bit more information about what I need to be doing next. And the first session was actually today. It was today at 12 o'clock. And I learned so much. Like, I'm so excited. I'm just like, y'all, please tell me everything I need to know, because I feel like I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And today was kind of just like an overview of the application process and all of those sorts of things. And then next year, they're going to actually go into the different types of jobs. So that's kind of like the main thing that I'm looking forward to, because I've been applying to just all different types of places because I just need somewhere to do these hours. So I've been kind of casting my net kind of wide, but if I do hear back from these jobs, I want to be able to pick one that's going to fit me the best and fit what I need to do the best. And I obviously want to work with kids and adolescents. So if there's a job that gives me the opportunity to work with that population, then of course I'm gonna choose that job over a job where I'm working with just adults, for instance. So now that I've talked about the updates, I want to kind of talk to you guys about my internship experience and just some things that I learned during that process. I don't think I've even given y'all the update since like my practicum. So this is kind of like an update about the internship itself. So I actually did my internship at the same place that I did my practicum. So it was kind of just like a smooth transition. I did my 100 hours in my practicum, and then I just transitioned right over to the internship 1 and then internship 2. So if you don't know, you have to do 100 hours for practicum, 300 hours for internship 1, 300 hours for internship 2. At least that's how it is at GCU. But I'm pretty sure most states require 600 hours for internship. So it'll probably be similar to that regardless of whatever school you go to. And the way that my supervisor kind of handled this was she had me basically just observing for the most part during practicum, and then once I got to internship 1, she had me interact a little bit more with the clients with her. So I was still in the sessions with her, but there would be times where she would kind of fall back, and then I would take the lead during the sessions and she would just kind of jump in. And then by the time I got to internship 2, she was doing that a lot, especially with the children and adolescent clients, since she knew that was a population that I was primarily wanting to work with. So by the end, I had a few clients where pretty much she didn't really say anything. I pretty much led the entire session, and then she would come in at the end and just give her 2 cents and kind of close out the session, so to speak. And that was mainly because as students, we technically cannot provide counseling completely on our own and still get paid for it. So in order for our supervisor to get money, they have to be involved in the session, even if we're primarily the ones talking. So I really like the way that she did that because it let me get a lot of experience, but I didn't feel like I was just like completely on my own. And if there were times where I got stuck or I didn't know how to answer a question or just didn't know like how to handle a certain situation, I had my supervisor right there who could jump in and help me out if necessary. So overall, I feel like my internship experience was really, really good. Of course, like I said, I had children and adolescent clients, but I also had adult clients. I had some couples. We did some premarital counseling with couples. We had some families. We had a nice array of different types of clients. And so I feel like I was able to get a lot of experience. And it also helped reassure me that I did want to work with kids versus like couples or something. Even though I found the couples counseling to be interesting, I don't think that I would personally want to work with couples like all the time. I feel like if I happen to have a child client and then their parents just needed to get on the same page, that's like a little bit different. But as far as literal marriage counseling, I'm not really trying to do that. So this internship definitely gave me that like extra confidence to know what I do like and also what I don't like, which, like I said in my 30 things I learned before the age of 30 video, what you don't like is just as important as what you do like, maybe even more important. So if you are in the process of you're about to get started with your practicum and your internship, I would say try to find a supervisor that is going to give you a lot of different types of clients, just so that you can figure those things out and also just get more exposure, and it'll make you a better counselor in the long run if you've had more of a diverse experience. So I think that's pretty much everything. I will definitely have more updates for you guys as the process continues, once I get my application sent in and I have my job secured and I can start working on these hours, I am still considering my PhD in some type of child development or child mental health. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to do it right now, but I'm thinking maybe like fall time, I'll probably go ahead and do my PhD. And if you don't know, at least in the state that I live in, if you do postgraduate school hours, you can actually knock off some of those 3,000 hours. So like for my state, they'll knock off 1,000 hours for every 15 credit hours. So of course, if I get a PhD, they're going to knock off thousands of hours. In my state, we have to have at least 1,000 hours. Like you can't knock off more than 2,000. So either way, I'll have to do at least 1,000 hours of client contact, but that's still way less than 3,000. Like, I'll take it. And to be honest, I just really want my PhD. Like, I know it's not necessarily required to do what I'm trying to do, but I think it'll just give me more options. Like if I decide I want to work at a hospital or something like that, I think having that PhD just kind of boosts you a little bit to get into jobs that maybe you couldn't get into with just your master's. So yeah, I will definitely be back to talk to you guys more about that if I decide to actually start my PhD right now, or if I decide to wait. We're gonna see. But that's everything that I want to update you guys on. Oh, and let's also have a moment for this hair. Like y'all, I'm so in love with these braids. Shout out to Shatavia. She hooked me up. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I tagged her and everything because she is amazing. Let me like show y'all the back. Like look at that. Like it's literally just everything. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below if you have any questions about my counseling journey or any questions about anything in general. I will be happy to answer you. And also don't forget to join the clique by hitting that subscribe button. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.